everybody, it's Lori again. Remind you quickly, I started on tirzepatide about 13, 14 months ago. I got to my goal weight, 118. I lost 60 pounds. I've been on maintenance for a couple of months now. And I'm going to talk to you today about things I'm doing differently on GLP-1 medications as opposed to other diets. Now, how many diets have we all been on, lost a lot of weight, and then gained it right back? I don't want to do that this time, so there's some things I'm not going to do now that I'm on GLP-1s, and you'll have to excuse me if I'm looking at my notes a little bit. So, with a lot of diets, you have to eat foods that you don't really even like, like a lot of, raw vegetables and stuff you might not even like. So I'm not doing this on this diet. If I don't like it, I'm not going to eat it just because it's low in calories. I'm choosing my food a little bit more wisely, and I'm not looking at this GLP-1 as a quick fix. It's a new lifestyle change, new eating habits, new workout habits. So to me, that's one of the big differences. So I don't do either of those anymore. And I stopped blaming things internally, like, oh, maybe I have a thyroid problem, maybe my metabolism is just slow. I don't care where the blame is, I'm just going to lose the weight and keep it off this time. No blame, no nothing. And, the GLP-1 medications have helped. So just a quick little review is they're a once a week shot. I do mine in my belly. You could either do anywhere around your belly button, not in your belly button. You could do your upper thigh, or you could do the back of your arms. I prefer the stomach because it hurted my thigh, and I have a hard time with, giving myself a shot by myself. So I prefer my stomach. Now, once you inject this medication, it's activated in your bowel, and what it does is it signals to your pancreas to secrete a little extra insulin so that you don't get the sugar spikes. It slows your digestive system down, so you digest food slower, and your stomach doesn't empty as quickly, so you feel full quicker and for longer. It also sends a signal to your brain saying, hey, you don't have to eat that whole cheesecake. One bite will do it. Satisfied now. Again, that's almost back to the food, you don't have to eat foods that you don't like. I'm not saying eat all the foods that you do like. Everything is moderation. So me personally, I tend to be a little bit of a stress eater, and when I'm bored, I tend to eat. I'm working on those habits. I don't really do them anymore. I'm, again, working, therapist and online classes and so forth on that. And so far, that hasn't been a problem. So now I look for healthy things for if I'm going to eat something, rather than, just really junky food and food that has absolutely no nutrition. And on the occasion where I feel like a chip or something like that, Quest, other brands make some protein chips, which aren't too bad. They're pretty good, like if you want something salty. If you want something sweet, they also Atkins makes like a copy of a Reese's peanut butter cup with very low sugar. And I make choices like that now when I do want something sweet or when I want something salty. Again, because this is a lifestyle change, and I don't pick up those Reese's cups anymore. I just, pick up the healthier alternative if that's what I'm going to have. And I changed my attitude about eating. It's not a diet, it's a lifestyle. So a whole new type of way of thinking, whole new attitude, whole new name, a lifestyle change. It's not a diet. And again, I'm making healthier choices, and no food is absolutely off limits. Like I used cheesecake before as an example. If I felt like cheesecake, I might have a bite or two. Moderation. I wouldn't do it every day, and I don't have to eat the whole cheesecake. Usually a couple bites, we'll do it. So, again, no food off limits. I try to keep on my track as often as I can. Again, it's a lifestyle change. Nobody's going to be perfect. And again, if you feel like a piece of cake or a drink or something, like, have one occasionally. This is your new lifestyle. If you forbid it, there's no way you're going to ever be able to keep on it. Again, moderation is the key. And there's some things that we have no control over. So I don't worry about what I don't have any control over. I can control what I put into my body. I can control the exercise. I can't control if I have a stall. I could work on it, and we'll talk about that in a little bit. But to give you an example, I had a really bad cough, went to the doctor. He gave me this cough syrup that I know was loaded with sugar. It also had alcohol in it. It was an over-the-counter one that he recommended, but I didn't want to have a cough. I couldn't control it. It was either take the medicine or be sick. I didn't really have much control over that. So just be in control of what you can control, and don't worry about what you can't control. Again, there's nothing you can do about it. And I stopped worrying so much about stalls, because stalls kind of means that the medicine's working. It's doing its thing, your body's used to it. It's time to make some changes. So what I do, or what I did when I had a stall, is I changed what I eat a little bit. Not necessarily so much the calorie count, because I knew I was getting enough calories, which is another problem. Some people don't eat enough, but I knew I was getting enough calories, and I figured I'm kind of having the same lunch and breakfast every day. Let's change it up a bit. I usually have my protein shake every morning. Instead, I had a hard-boiled egg, and that was fine. I changed up what I had for lunch. I usually always have fish. Well, I threw a couple times beef in there, hamburger. Again, not too much variance in the calories, but what I ate. I changed my exercise routine also, because if you do the same exercise routine, your body gets used to it. So I changed things up, and that seemed to help. Now, another thing that some people do is just because, again, some people aren't getting enough calories or the right nutrition, is I tell people, go out to dinner. Don't go crazy, but just have a nice dinner. If you have a little bit of the bread, fine. Like I said, just don't go overboard. Don't have bread. Don't have potato. Don't have pasta. Don't have cheesecake for dessert. And go totally crazy. But enjoy yourself. Change things up a bit. You'd be surprised how much that helps. And then go back to your regular routine the next day. And don't be hard on yourself if you do that, even if you're not on a stall. So again, you could just alter things that you can alter. Don't worry about things that you can't. And trust in the system, trust in the medication. If you're losing before, there's no reason why you shouldn't lose again, unless you're eating wrong or your calorie intake is greater than your output. Again, you may have to check that. You could do that for a day or two, make sure that what you're actually putting in is what you're putting in, and what you say you're putting out is close to what you're putting out. Again, that's helped me a lot, and I haven't lost weight like I thought that I should. And I stopped looking at these medications as the easy way out. I'm still putting loads of work into it, and it just makes it a little bit, poor choice of word, but no other word that I can think of, easier, because you don't have that food noise, and you're just not constantly thinking about food, and you are eating smaller portions. But it's me that's making the healthier choices. It's me that's working out. So it's not really an easy way out. I don't look at that anymore. And when people say that, I just kind of ignore them, because you only get what you put into this whole healthier choices and this whole new lifestyle change. I know people that are on the medication that are eating exactly what they did before, only maybe a little bit smaller, and where I've lost the 60 pounds in a year, they may have lost 20. You know, it is what you put into it. There's no easy way. It's not, you know, I stopped thinking of it that way. So hopefully you'll stop thinking of it that way also. And I stopped caring about what people think like that. I stopped caring about, you know, what I look like when I go to the gym. You know, it's like, yes, I was obese and on the treadmill. I don't care anymore. I don't care what I look like at the gym. I'm going to do my thing. I don't care what other people think. And I've changed that attitude, and it really works. So I don't care about what people think about things like that about me anymore. So that is a big step in this weight loss journey, this lifestyle change journey. So hopefully these tips helped you, and you'll know what not to do on this medication, or don't care if people laugh at you because, you know, oh, look, there's that, you know, 100 person that needs to lose 100 pounds. Look at them looking silly in the gym. Don't even think about it. Don't care about it. Ignore it. So if you found this at all helpful or useful, please hit that like, subscribe, and notification button. It really does help.